you breathe in, you want to push your hands out with your breath. So your ribs are expanding, and as you breathe out, it's through the mouth, squeezing your ribs in, slightly down your stomach and your deep core muscles. So again, breathing in through the nose. And open the ribs each time a little bit more, bless you. Breathing out through the mouth. Squeezing the ribs in, stomach in. And do that a couple of times more. So breathing in. Breathing out. Try and make a sound as you breathe out, like you're blowing a balloon with pursed lips. One last one. Breathing in through the nose. And open the ribs, look for space. And then as you breathe out, keep that length, but just have the ribs in, stomach in. Cool. And now just relax the arms and keep that breath, but move the arms. So you're going to move the arms up as you breathe in. And just try and keep your arms in line with your ears. Exhale in, press the ear down with your palms, with your arms straight. And then do that again, breathing in. Stretch the arms up. And breathing out, press the arms down, press the ear down, like if you were moving your arms in water. Doing two more, breathing in. Through the nose still, breathing out through the mouth. One more, breathing in. So we hold our arms up and we're just going to move the shoulders. So you're going to lift the shoulders up towards your ears with your arms up and then slide them away from your ears. And do that again, breathe in. Lift your shoulders up, breathe out, slide your shoulders down. And keep doing that about 3 more times. As you breathe in, lift the shoulders up. As you breathe out, careful that the ribs don't go back when you slide the shoulders down. Sometimes that happens, you need to hug the lower ribs in. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in, breathe out. 1, breathe in, breathe out. Now see if you can open your arms, look for the space to do that if you haven't. And just separate your shoulder blades. So imagine you want to touch the sides of your room as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, slide your shoulder blades down and towards each other. And again, breathe in. Shoulder blades apart, eye collar. Breathing out, slide them down and towards. And again, breathing in. Open the shoulder blades. Try and touch the sides of the room. Exhaling, slide them down. Last one, I promise. Breathing in, slide away. That's the shoulder blades. Breathing out, slide them down and towards each other. Nice. Bring your arms forward. And let's do the same shoulder blade actions. If I go sideways, you don't have to. You're sliding your shoulder blades away from each other, reaching forward, and then sliding them towards each other, bringing your hands back. Elbows straight. And again, breathe in. Reach forward like you're going to grab something in front of you. And then as you breathe out, bring it towards your shoulder blade. Nice. Let's do 2 more. Hi Ben, nice to see you. You know, I was thinking about you the other day, and I wasn't sure if you were in this group or in the next. And I was going to ask, both groups. Nice to see you finally. Everything's good. Breathing in, reach in. Nice to have you back anyway. Breathing out, dropping the shoulder blades down. Good. Just bring the arms up again, interlace your fingers and bring them behind your head. We're going to stretch the upper spine first. So you're going to look up as you breathe in. Just open the elbows up and open the chest. Lift it up rather than back. That's your breath in. Push your feet down and your hips forward. Just look a little bit up. And then push your head down as you breathe out. Bring your elbows to point to the floor. Squeeze your stomach in. Still push the hips forward. Don't let them go back. Push them forward. And do that again. Breathing in. Look up. Open the chest. Open the elbows. And as you breathe out, bring the head down, slide the shoulders down, stomach in, relax. The shoulders away from your ears. Breathing in, the chin up. Breathing out, squeeze the stomach in, see if you can hold the head down this time. So you're not moving, you're keeping the head down and just breathing. As you breathe in, try and take the attention to the space in between your shoulder blades. Make it expand. And then as you breathe out, squeeze your stomach in. See if you can go a little bit further down. So imagine you want to kiss your belly button. And let's do that again. Breathing in. And breathing out. Try and go a little bit further down. Still pushing your hips forward. And when you can't anymore, relax the arms. Just let them hang towards the floor. Bend your knees a little bit. Tilt your tailbone up towards the ceiling and start rolling. 1 vertebra at a time. Your middle spine or lower spine. till you get into a forward stretch. So you're rolling all the way down, trying to get your stomach to touch your thighs by bending your knees, hands to touch the floor, relax the head, shake it out, any tension. Then see if you can turn your chin to the right shoulder and then to the left shoulder. Maybe nod your head a couple of times, let it just hang again. And on your next breath out, bend your knees and then roll up one vertebra at a time, squeezing your stomach in. You want to imagine you need to sit your hips like on a high stool and then roll every vertebra on top of them. Let's do that 2 more times. Just roll it though, breathing in and breathing out. First the head, then the shoulders. Let the arms hang away from your body, bend your knees. Try and really curl yourself into a little ball. As you get down with your hands to touch the floor, you're bending your knees to get there. Stomach near your thighs, relax the head so the crown is pointing towards the earth. Turn the chin to the right shoulder, the left. Nod it a couple of times, let it relax. And then on the breath out, squeeze your stomach in and roll back up. Nice. So let me hurry you. We're doing one more, but we're staying down, holding our opposite forearms and swinging forward. So breathe in, breathe out, roll the head just like before. Take your time, squeeze the stomach in. The more you can engage your stomach and squeeze it back, the more you'll stretch your middle spine especially. Then let the head again turn to the right, to the left. Nod it a couple of times. And hold it there. Hold your opposite forearms or elbows even. And let your forearms also reach towards the floor. So they're right under the crown of your head. And once they're there, try and swing your body right and left. Like a pendulum. Just let it swing naturally. And you're doing at least 16 swings. Bend your knees as much as you have to try and get comfortable in that swing. And we're doing 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 2, and 1. Relax the arms back into the center. Let them drop. Breathe in. On the breath out, roll back up. And it's the last thing to come up. Once you're facing forward, just exhale, relax the head or tilt it to the right and not to move your shoulders. And then breathe in, come back to center. We're going to the other side, same thing. Breathe out, you're going to the left. Breathe in, come back to center. Go to your own pace. Remember, you don't want to move your shoulders. Exhale to the side. Breathe into the center. Exhale, do 3 more. Exhale as you tilt. Breathe in as you come back. Breathing out. Breathe in to center. 1 more, and we'll stay with our head to the left. Grabbing our head with the left hand and trying to stretch it a little bit more. We'll just hold the head there in a tilt, but engage it a little bit more, that stretch, by pulling on the head with your left hand. Maybe you walk your right fingertips down your right leg just to keep that shoulder plugging in. And on your next breath out, start just rolling into a side bend. So you're going to exhale, the head is already there, shoulders ripped. And then breathe in, come back to the center, even the head lengthens. And again, we're doing 2 more of these. As you exhale, really try and articulate your spine still. Squeeze the stomach in. Push the right foot, right heel into the floor, especially. Breathe in, back to center. Last one, as you breathe out, not the head, shoulders. Can we hold it there this time? Drop the left hand down. Really try and walk your left hand down your left leg and reach your right arm up. You're reaching up and down. Imagine you're squashed in a double glazed window. So make sure you're in one plane. I think maybe your chest a little bit further back, your hips forward, some of you. Maybe not. That's it. Yeah, you got it. And now just relax the head a little bit more, a little bit more. Down a little bit more. And then when you're ready, just keep the right arm up, breathe in. And as you breathe out, pull the head and hold it to the right. About 8 seconds, 1 deep breath. Plug that left shoulder down. Be focusing on the left side of your neck. Maybe walk your left fingertips down your left leg. When you're ready, we'll roll to the right side for you guys. So you're going to roll to the right, ribs, hips, and breathing in, come back to center. Lengthen the back of your neck. 2 more. So breathing out, first your head, Your shoulders, squeeze the stomach in, push the feet down, hips forward. Breathing it back to center. Last one to hold. So it's the head and the shoulders. The feet down, especially the left heel, keep it grounded. Then think of that double glazed window. See if you can bring that bottom shoulder forward, maybe. Push the hips forward, especially the left hip. Relax the head. Bring that right hand down, left arm up. Maybe hold it there for 4 more seconds. See if you can go any further down with the right hand down your leg. 3, 2, 1. And coming back to center, 2 arms. Breathing in, lift 2 arms up. Try and frame your head with both your arms. We're going to the side, exhaling to the left. And then breathe and come back to center. You don't want to go too far, not that far that you aren't squaring yourself. Symmetrical to me. Framing your head with your arms. So easy. Breathe in as you come back to center. And as you exhale, try and lengthen out of it. You can shorten into a stretch, but I want you to lengthen. Yes. And breathing back to center. Exhale. This side, let's do 4 more. Breathing in. Center, take your time. Exhale. It doesn't have to be far, but square with the arms framing your head. Breathing in. Exhaling. Love. This last one, you're going to breathe in, but start grabbing your forearms and start combining a side bend and a forward roll. So we're going to go to the left, like we have done, grabbing our opposite forearms. Keep your upper arms always by your ears. Now bend your knees, get further into that stretch, and then drop all the way down, keeping your arms by your ears, the upper arms, come up through the right. In a side bend, bend in the knees, and then into a side stretch, and then reaching up. It's kind of breaking down the movement. So let's go again. Be gentle. On the breath out, you're going to the right now. Right. Bend your knees when you can't go any further, but don't do that. Push the left hip down, square them off. Relax. And then come up through the side. To the left side this time. Bending the knees, dropping that right hip down and coming back to center. Lucy, if your middle spine is hurting, maybe you can just walk your hands or keep them down. So I'll do one for Lucy in case your arms or add in weight. You can do it exactly the same as we are, but just let the arms relax and support the body with your arm, yeah? So see what you want to do, guys. We're going to do 1 more. If you can, put your arms by your ears. Exhale into the side. We've got the right side to do, right? Nice stretch. As long as you're gentle and aware of what is tender, taking care of it. Breathing in as you come back up. Lovely, guys. Keep your hands on your shoulders now, and we're going to roll our shoulders. So you're going to bring your elbows together in front of you, as high as they'll go, then behind, and then exhale as you go down. And let's do that again. So you're going to breathe in now as you go with your elbows as high as you can go in front of your face, behind your face. Exhale in. 1 more. Breathing in front, behind. Exhale down. Let's reverse that. So other way. Breathe in. Put your elbows to the sides of the room. Then squeeze your forearms as much as possible behind in front. And exhale down. 2 more in your own rhythm, yeah? Breathe in. Behind your head. Nice. In front. Exhale. 1 more. Breathing in. Go back. In front. And then drop. Now try and keep your elbows broad. You know, like in the gyms, they've got one of those sticks to keep their arms kind of straight and not moving. So think if you've got a stick in between your arms and you're going to move from your ribs, not your arms. Your arms aren't creating the movement. Keep your elbows broad and really try and use your rib cage and your core to move. Try not to move your hips either. So squeeze your glutes. Yeah, keep moving forward. Start maybe slow as Carla. And go faster if you can. If you get warm, we'll do 8 more. Ideally you breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back to the center. Nice. Drop the arms down, bring the feet together. We're going to go to balances. So you're going to breathe the arms up And as you breathe out, you're going to squeeze the palms together and just lift the right leg up, 90 degrees. Bring it down if it feels the groin. Okay. So again, exhale as you lift. And breathe in as you stretch. And exhale. We've done 3. We're doing the same leg and we're going to do 5 more. Breathe in. So keep going. You can go slower or faster, but squeeze the stomach in before the leg goes up. Make sure that the right hip isn't lifted. So even though the leg lifts, it doesn't lift so much that the hip has to lift it. That's it. Better. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Nice. We're going to do one more, but to stay up. Okay, so breathe in. Breathe out, stay up. If you can just hold it here today, really focus on this right hip. If you can slide it down in here. And maybe press your pubic bone forward. You have your lower ribs in. And if you're there and you're feeling okay, so you can just do circles, ankle and toes. Or circles to the right. When you've done 4, go to the left for 4. You can do that with the knee now. 4 circles with the knee, like this, throwing your foot. 3, 3. Other way. 4, 3. Use the knee joint. 2, and 1. If not, keep it still, but we're going to go to squeeze our legs together. Maybe grab a wall, because this one is quite hard, at least for me. And stretch your thigh. So grab your right foot, bring it towards your boot, and grab a wall or grab nothing, and stretch your arm up. And slide the shoulders down, still squeeze your inner thighs and push your pubic bone forward. That's it. 11 seconds. 3, 1, and drop it down with us. So our palms are together, and we're doing 8 lifts and drops. Yeah? You're going to breathe in here. Breathe out, lift the leg, but squeeze the stomach in first. And again, breathing in. Breathing out. And again, breathe in. And that is 3. 5 more. Inhale up. Exhale for 5. Good. Breathing in. Exhale for 4. 3. Breathing in. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathing in. Exhale up. Now last one to hold, yeah? So be strong on your right leg. Stretch your right thigh muscle up. So try and stretch your right knee and really try and drop your left hip down. Squeeze your inner thighs. Grow on top of your hips. Push your pubic bone slightly forward. Hug your ribs in. And just feel the core work there. Now start moving the foot if you want to. That's up to you. 4 times, 4 circles. And then go the other way. 4 to the left or 4 to the right, but I said 3, 2, and 1. Now see if you can keep the foot still and move the knee like you're stirring a soup with your bottom part of the leg. And then the other way, yeah? So you want to go 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Hold it there. See if you can squeeze your legs together. Maybe grab a wall. Grab your left foot this time. Squeeze your inner thighs. Remember to squeeze your legs together, but push your pubic bone forward. And then plug your shoulders down. See if you can lift your right arm up. Try and bend your left elbow if you can get that foot closer to the back of your body. 4 more seconds there. 2, and 1. Nice balances. Okay, we're going to go to the back of the mat already and start rolling down. So if you want to change your camera angle or not, it's a good moment to do it. And let's have a block or a ball or a cushion if you've got one between your inner thighs. If you don't worry. You can just keep your feet hip distance apart and just pretend you've got a block. So you're still squeezing your inner thighs and keeping that engagement. So remember to have it over the knee joint. It's the inner thigh, not the knee that's working. We're going to roll down, walk down, and then roll back up, just to warn you, walking up and down. So you're going to breathe in. Just grow, lengthen as you breathe out. Start dropping the head, the shoulders, squeeze your inner thighs, your stomach in. and articulate your way down. Stretch your spine on the way, squeeze your stomach in. Then get to the other side of your mat with 4 steps with your hands into your plank position. Once you're in your plank position, you're dropping your knees straight away today, just lightly. Make sure that your hands are right under your shoulders, walk them back, your knees under your hips, and then breathe in, look up. And as you breathe out, roll the spine. You want to squeeze the block and squeeze the stomach in. And as you breathe in, it's a cow position, so you're looking up, arching, and breathing out, curling into a cat, squeezing the block, stomach in. 2 more, breathing in, look up, breathing out, squeeze, block, wash the floor. Last one, breathe in, look up, breathing out, roll the spine. Now as you breathe in next, push the floor away, walk yourself back to your feet. So you're lifting the knees, doing 4 steps of your hands, that's kind of what gets you to your feet. Relax the head, breathe in, and squeeze your stomach in on the breath out to roll back up again. And when you're up, we're rolling down, and we're going to develop that if you want into a downward dog. Same thing though, if not. So you're going to breathe in, I'll talk you through it. Breathing out, rolling down first the head. So each roll that you do here, you're trying to get a little bit further into that stretch. So try and maybe stretch your knees a little bit more, but keep your stomach by your thighs, relax the head. Then walk yourself into your plank. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees down. Same as before, you're going to breathe in, look up. Breathe out, roll the spine. If you want to, as you breathe out, hold your breath and come into your downward dog. You can keep your knees bent, and that's an option. If not, you cat cow it. And again, breathe in, drop the knees lightly. Lift the chest, look up. Breathing out, roll the spine, squeeze the stomach in, and then push back maybe. That's 2. We're doing 2 more. Breathe in, bend your knees, look up, push the floor away. Remember not to sink. Breathe out, roll the spine. Push up. Last one. Breathing in, dropping the knees down. Look up. Breathing out, roll the spine, and from here straight away walk yourself back. 4 steps, 3, 2, 1, to your feet. Relax the head. Breathe in, breathe out, roll up. Take your time, guys, to stretch our spine. So all those rolls, each time should be a little bit deeper in here. We're doing 1 more to stay down now, and we're going to have the option to go from plank to a downward dog or just cat cow it. It will be 4 of whatever you choose, just so you know. Okay, so we're breathing in and breathing out. First your head, then your shoulders. Squeeze your stomach back. Remember to get further into the stretch each time, so take your time to get there. Once you're there, walk yourself to your plank. 4 steps, 3, 2, 1. You can hold your plank or do the same as we did before. If you're doing plank, you're going to breathe and lift the hips up. Maybe bend your knees, but try and push your chest back and lay your stomach on your thighs. So it's a downward dog with bent knees. It's more comfortable. You can open the chest more. Exhale, roll forward into your plank. Let's do 3 more. Breathing in, lifting up. Breathe out, roll forward. Good. Breathing in, 2 more. Push your chest back. That's it. Nice. Much better. Exhale, forward. And if you can, 1 more, but you're going to hold your downward dog. Bend your knees, lift your tailbone up. Really try and get your stomach still to touch your thighs by bending your knees and pushing your chest back. It's like your armpits want to touch your heels, your ankles. So push them back towards the back of your mat. Hold it there. Bounce your chest 8 times. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then drop the knees down, have a rest, take the block away or the ball or the cushion, and come into a child's pose. So you're walking your hands forward, trying to sit your hips back and get your head close to the floor. It might touch the floor, and if it does, you want your forehead and the tip of your nose to touch the floor. So see if you can get there. And just do a deep breath in and out here. So as you breathe in, you want to still expand the ribs, but not the stomach. So the stomach is not opening like it would in yoga. It's only the ribs. As you breathe out, the stomach does squeeze in. So you should feel it push away from your thighs in this position. Do one more deep breath there and we'll carry on. Breathing in. And breathing out through the mouth. Okay, great. Let's come back on our hands and knees. Let me know if your wrists hurt. We won't be much longer, but there's variations that are quite easy to do if they do. Just check something with me. We haven't done this in a while. And just put your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and make sure that you're not sinking, that you're pushing the floor away. Because I think I'm not reminding it so much, and even me, I feel myself sinking and not double checking that I'm always supporting my spine. So remember, there's 3 places in your body. You've got the head, so let's isolate them. You've got your head, right? Your head could go towards the floor, or it could go towards the ceiling. Have a play with that. It doesn't mean looking up, you're still looking down, but you can shift your chin and forehead forward in space or back in space. And you want it to be slightly back in space. Don't give in to gravity in line with your shoulders, right? Your neck is long. Then think of your chest. It can be sinking or it can be pushing the floor away. So you want to notice the difference there. Are you sinking the chest bone, sinking into the shoulders, or are you pushing the floor away? Keep pushing. And then think of your stomach. The last thing now, I'll get to the movement. So you can keep the stomach just kind of hanging, or you can suck the stomach slightly back and support your lumbar spine, especially if your lumbar spine hurts. So you want to think of the stomach slightly pulling back in space in this position. So from here, finally, it's 1 leg and 1 arm left. So you're going to breathe in, keep supporting, and then as you breathe out, just let the arm and the leg go down and lift the other arm, other leg away from each other as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're dropping them down. And that's all. But you want to have a lot of awareness of your posture here. So we tend to sink. We tend to start moving the neck. You don't want any wrinkles in the skin of your neck. So you want to keep the neck long. You're looking at the space in between your hands on the floor all the time. Ideally, your arms are long, palms face in. Stretch your knees, that's important. If you've got the space, stretch your toes, your ankles, and keep going about 4 more. Think long all the time. And keep that leg that lifts turned in. It tends to turn out, so you need to turn it in. Yeah, better. Keep the sole of the foot lifting the ceiling up. Good. Keep going. The next time you lift your right leg up, keep your right leg up. So your right leg lifts, it stays up. Maybe the left arm also stays up, and that's optional. So see if you want to keep the left arm or not. Try it out. As you exhale, bend your right knee, cat position. And left hand goes to your left hip, and I'll show you in a moment. See if you can get your forehead near your knee here. Can you see that? Forehead to knee. Forehead to knee. It's like a cat. Now go sideways. That's it. Forehead to knee. And my left hand is on my hip. Now I'm going to stretch again. Inhale, stretch. Same position as before. Don't sink. Exhale, forehead to knee, guys. Can we do 2 more? Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. Breathe in. Can you keep your forehead as close as you can to your knee for 8 seconds? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And drop it down. Well done. Other leg, take a moment. Other arm. So keep checking that you're not sinking. That's going to help you with balance too. So left leg, right arm. Breathe in. And just hold it there. Check your balance. Are you sinking? Can you be any more longer, straighter? And now exhaling, forehead to your left knee. Exhale, right hand to your right hip. Push the floor away with your left hand. Breathe in, stretch. Just 3 more, guys. Exhale, curl the spine, stretch it out, work the core. Breathe in, stretch. 2 more, exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale to stay with your forehead to your knee. Keep pushing the floor. Go on. 8 seconds. 7, 6. Notice if you're sinking into your left shoulder. Keep your nipples squared to the earth. 4, 3, 2, 1. And drop it down. Well done. It's quite tiring that for the core, isn't it? Sit back. Walk your hands forward, but walk them straight away to the right side. So it's a child's pose to the right. Relax the head down. Just breathe deeply. Try and get your left shoulder to ground, to go further down towards the floor. It tends to be more lifted. One more deep breath there. Can you walk to the left side but far away from you? So you're walking your hands away and to the left, and then relaxing the right shoulder down, the head again. One deep breath. Breathing out. And then come back to the center. On your next breath out, just roll up and we'll come to a sitting position. So we're going to work the core now. Have your block ready, if not a cushion, or you'll keep your feet hip distance apart. And we'll do our core sequence similar to what we usually do. So you're going to try and keep as a focus your feet on the floor, 4 corners of them. So that's a new one. So you're going to breathe in here. And as we breathe out, we're rolling down. Remember, the last few weeks we've been focusing on keeping our feet, all our toes on the floor, as well as rolling back and plugging the shoulders down as we always do. And then breathing and lengthening up. And again, exhale, roll back. Squeeze the stomach in, pubic bone up. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. So you're scooping your stomach in like a soup bowl. Inhaling up. And your chin is always parallel to the floor, even when you roll back, but you're looking down towards your belly button with your eyes. Plug the shoulders down. Breathing in. One more, last one. Breathing out. Breathing in. See if you can let go of your legs and lift your arms up. This might hurt the groin, so if it does, keep it like you're doing it before. Have a rest. See if you can go a little bit further, keeping your feet on the floor. As you exhale, 4 corners of your feet need to be on the floor, and then breathe in, come back up, stretch the arms, lengthen the back. 3 more. So as you exhale, you're rolling back, keeping 4 corners of your feet on the floor, stomach in, shoulders down, squeeze your inner thighs, breathing in, back up. 2 more, breathing out, breathe in. This last one, we're going all the way down, yeah? Exhaling, lay yourself on the mat, so you're walking your feet back. Take the arms behind your head, make sure that you can stretch them, because we're staying down. And as you breathe out, just push your hands into the floor here. Breathe in, take them behind your head. So we're just moving the arms, squeezing the stomach in still, the ribs, using our breath, squeezing the block or our inner thighs. And we're doing about 4 more. Just have a feel of the arms and the sense that you're moving them in water or in wet cement. So add resistance to this movement. And no fluffy fingers or wrists or elbows. Try and keep everything very straight. You're moving from the shoulder joint. If you want to, you can lift your head and shoulders up. And that would be 8 more. Trying to do that same movement, but looking at your stomach again. Squeezing it in with your eyes. Don't let your stomach pop out, and don't let your pubic bone tilt up. So as you exhale, try not to move your hips, squeeze your inner thighs. There's a lot of focus there. Exhale up, inhale down. 4 more, yeah? On your own time. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Lovely. Take the arms back, cross your wrists and get your palms to touch the palms, and then take your arms in line with your ears. You might keep the arms here, and if your neck hurts, just curl the tailbone on and off the floor. But if you can, keep the tailbone on the floor and lift your head and shoulders with your arms always by your ears. So that's your exhale, and inhale back down. That's your choice. Exhale up, or then inhale down, or keep the head and arms down all the time and just move the hips into like an imprint or a little bridge. Exhale up, if you can. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Just 4 more, guys. Look at your stomach. Push it in with your eyes. I promise that your eyes really help. 3 more. Inhale. 2 more. And after you've done those 2, you're going to stay up and do little pulses if you can. If not, have a rest. So stay up, 8 little pulses. Exhaling for 8, 7. Stomach in, each time a little bit more. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Well done. Take the block, or just bring your arms by your sides if you haven't got a block, and then bring it behind your head. We're moving our legs now into a tabletop. So you're exhaling one leg and then the other one. As you exhale one down, the other one will go up. Exhale, inhale, drop it down. Exhale, the other one. And again, you're trying to move with your core. So before the limbs move, it's the stomach and the ribs that move, and the breath. If you want to, we can start lifting our head and shoulders up. It's up to you. As long as your neck doesn't hurt, that's the condition. So you've got 3 more. Breathing in. 2. You're keeping that movement going, so don't stop it. You can drop the head though if you want. And you're going to kick all the way up and then fold the leg, bend it back down just like you did, but you're kicking all the way up the leg rather than a tabletop. So you're trying to stretch the knee up, bend it back down. Inhale as you drop it, exhale as you lift it. That's it. See, we can do 6 more of these. So you're exhaling. Inhale 1, exhale up. Inhale 2. Good. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale. We've just got 2 more, guys. Exhale up. 1 more. Breathing out. Lovely. Now bring the ball or the block, better said, in between your inner thighs or the cushion, whatever you have. If not, keep your feet hip distance apart. Bring your hands by your hips. We're going to do little bridges, imprints basically. So it's called imprint, just lifting the tailbone off the floor and then dropping it back down. So you're not doing a full bridge, you're just curling your tailbone off the floor and then breathing in as it drops back down. And you're going to do that about 6 times. Really try and use your core to lift your hips. Try not to engage your glutes or your leg muscles, and that's quite hard. So think of the core shortening, which is tied to your hips and your ribs, right? It shortens and it makes your tailbone lift off the floor because it shortens, because it contracts, because you squeeze it in. So do 2 more, thinking of the tailbone lifting off the floor, imprinting that middle spine. That's the feeling. That's why it's called imprint. Breathe in as you drop. 1 more. Breathing out. And that's a good one for your back, Lucy, also. Just curling it like that, off and on the floor. Now, you can add arms to that. If it gets too complicated, don't do it. So you're going to breathe the arms back as the tailbone is down. When the tailbone lifts a little bit, the arms go by your hips again without touching the floor. Yeah? And then breathe in, drop the tailbone, arms back. Breathe out, lift the tailbone by squeezing the stomach. It's still a core movement, a core exercise, and a middle back stretch, lower back. So as you exhale, you're lifting. Inhale, you're dropping. And now, just to finish off that layer of movement, if you want to, you could also add your head and shoulders. So as you breathe in, your head and shoulders are down and your tailbone. As you breathe out, head, shoulders, and tailbone lift off the floor. Yeah, and we'll just do 8 to finish of these. So squeeze your inner thighs if you've got that block. Still look at your stomach, squeeze it in. Exhale in. 6 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. 3 last ones. Breathe in out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We've got 1 more. Breathe in. Now as you breathe out, keep the hips up, drop the hands and the head down and start already lifting into your full bridge. On that breath out, breathe in, lift a little bit higher. If you can, maybe walk the feet a little bit further back. We'll walk the shoulders closer, breathe in at the top. And as you breathe out, you're rolling back down. So we're going to do 6 bridges, but really try and articulate your spine again to stretch it as you ripple up. So you're going to breathe out as you go up. Breathing out, that's the way up. At the top, you want to breathe in and hold it. So see if you can breathe in, lift a little bit more. And then breathe out. See if you can ripple back down. So first at the chest, then the middle spine, and then the lower spine that lowers. Breathe in, breathe out, rolling up. So again, tilt the tailbone, roll all the way up. See if you can push your feet and hands into the floor. Lift a little bit higher on the inhale. And then breathe out, roll down. Keep going, breathing in. We've got one more and then we'll hold it. Okay, so exhaling, roll up. Lift a little bit higher. This is a very good one if we're sitting a lot. Opens all the chest, the hip flexors, strengthen the back. So try and hold it and then exhale, roll down. We've still got one more, I haven't forgotten. And we're going to move the arms. Once we're up there, move the arms up and down like you did in your sit-ups, but keep the hips high. So breathe in, walk the feet a little bit further back if you can. Breathe out, roll up. All the way up, guys. See if you can walk your shoulders closer, your arms, your feet, squeeze your inner thighs. And then start going back with your arms. Breathe in. Breathe out, squeeze the block and drop the arms back to the hips. And again, breathe in. Behind the head, exhale, by your hips. That's 2, we're doing 8. Breathe in, breathe out, 3, breathe in. Squeeze the block, keep the hips up, 4, just 4 more, but be honest with yourself. Keep pushing the hips up and squeezing the block. 3 more, breathe out, 2 more, breathe in, breathe out. Last one, breathe it out. Hold the arms down. And then on your next breath in, see if you can lift a little bit higher to breathe out and roll all the way down. 1 vertebra at a time still. Take the block away if it was there. See if you can open your feet wider than your mat. So I'll mirror you here. Wide, quite wide. The wider the better really. And then see if you can open your arms out and across that position in line with your shoulders. And then drop your knees to the right side of your mat and look to the left side or to the left hand. And here what you want to try and feel is both knees trying to touch the floor. So you're trying to really push the hips off the floor in a way and then push the shoulders into the floor. And feel that opposition, yeah. Try and get your left ear to touch the floor too. And as you do this stretch, please keep it. Really feel like stretching to the sides of the room, like when we're doing those shoulder blade movements. Open up on the breath in. Try and make yourself long and tall and find space to then move into that space on the breath out. Hold it there just for one more breath. And if you can, maybe bring the right foot on top of your left thigh, not the knee, on the left thigh, to then encourage it down a little bit more if there's any space. That's it, nice. So still both knees want to go towards the floor. You're still engaging your glutes, but you're still trying to lay your left ear on the floor, your shoulders, and breathe deeply. One more breath. Come back to the center, keep those legs though, keep them like that, just as they are. Put your left foot on the floor. We're coming into a pigeon position. So the position is there, just flex your right ankle and toes. Thread your right hand in between your legs, interlace your fingers behind your left leg and bring that left leg towards you. At the same time, you want to push the right leg away from you. Maybe with your elbow, push it on your inner thigh. Hold it there, try and keep your tailbone on the floor, your shoulders, your head, if you can. Yeah, maybe a book would be good for under your head if you feel that it's not quite comfortable there or the chin is very high. Try and keep your chin down. And then bend your elbows. If you can find a bit of space into the stretch, try and bring that leg towards you. One day that left leg wants to touch your thigh. The thigh wants to touch your chest, sorry. Nice. And then let it go. We'll go with the other leg. Same thing. So this is a nice stretch for the middle spine, lower spine and the hips. But you want to open the feet a lot, open the arms. And now it's their legs that drop to the left, right? And it's, you're looking to the right hand, especially your right shoulder blade. Imagine I've pinned it onto the floor, literally. Pin your right shoulder blade onto the floor. Your right ear wants to touch the floor one day. So turn your neck all the way like we're doing our neck turns. That's it. And then try and really encourage your hips to the left side of the room, your knees to the floor by engaging your glutes. So you're active. Good. Just do one more deep breath there. See if you can increase that stretch. That's optional by pushing your left foot on your right thigh. Then that's optional. And encouraging it down a little bit more. That's it. Keep looking to your right hand once you know what you're doing. Try and really push that right thigh into the floor, down. Feel the hip stretch, the hip flexor. Try and lift the hips off the floor as you do that. And then come back to center. Open the knee out. That's the left knee. Coming into that pigeon. Left hand in between your legs, right hand. Grabs it and brings the right thigh to your chest. Push the left inner thigh away from you if you can. And hold it there. It's not comfortable, but the work is about bending your elbows, eventually touching your thigh, your right thigh and your stomach, pushing your left inner thigh away with your left elbow, trying to keep your tailbone on the floor, your shoulders on the floor, relax the back of your neck. That's it, that looks better. 4 more seconds there, one deep breath. Nice, and then let it go. We're gonna keep both legs up if you can. If not, you can drop the feet to the floor and do it the same with the feet on the floor. Keep the arms as they are and just do an active twist. So let the legs drop to the left as you look to the, or to the right as you look to the left. And then change it as you exhale, come back to center. Go to the other side, breathe in. Breathe out, back to center. You want to do at least 6 more. Breathe in as you drop. Breathe out, lift up. Breathe in. Breathe out. 4 more. Do it in your own pace. Try and really control the coming up of the legs and going down, and keep your inner thighs always squeezing together. 3 more. Breathing in as you drop. Remember to turn the head the whole way. Breathing out, come back to the top. 2 more, 1 more, even it out. And then come back to the center. When you grab your legs in, I'll know that you've done both sides. Nice. And from there, you're going to rock forward and back or side to side. I want to finish on our stomach. So see how you want to do it. You can roll forward and back, or come on into a little plow and into a little boat. You want to do at least 4 of whatever your choice is. If not, rock side to side. You don't have to do the roll. Try to stretch your spine in the boat before you roll back. And once you've done 4, see you can swivel into your plank or jump. Maybe jump into your plank and then on your stomach. And we're going to finish on our stomach with that spine balancing exercise and a few leg circles, and that's us done. So not much to go, but we've got 4 minutes, so let's be dynamic with it. So lengthening our arms. Try and keep your forehead on the floor and your hips on the floor. We're doing this regularly because it's very good for us. So you probably know what you're doing. So forehead down, hips down, right leg, left arm up like we did on our knees. Breathing in as you lift, breathing out as you drop. And keep going, breathe in, forehead down, but lift the opposite arm to the leg. And I'll count 6 more. Breathing in as you lift, breathing out as you drop. 5 more. And here the key of this exercise is to really feel elbow stretch, knee stretch, toes and ankles, those parts of the body that we're probably not as aware of when we're doing bigger stuff. just being very detailed in stretching every muscle away from the center line of the body. Keep going. Really try and lengthen rather than lift, and keep equal pressure on both hips, both sides of your chest, even when you lift the leg or the arm. When you next come to the right side, right leg up, better said, hold your right leg and your left arm up for 8 seconds. And we'll start counting now, yeah? 8 seconds, right leg and left arm up. 7, 6, try really to stretch your knee and your elbow, but plug the shoulders in and down. Yes, that's it, Carla. Big difference. 4 more seconds. I reckon Jakob could turn the right leg in a little bit more. Put more weight on the right hip, possibly. 4, 3. Yeah, that looks better on my side, but I can only see your calf, so. And then drop down, other leg, other arm. Breathe in, lift up. 8 seconds. I'll try not to talk too much. That side looks better, Jakob. I don't know if there's any difference for you. 4 more seconds there. 3. Go on, lengthen. It's looking much nicer. And then drop down. Nice. Can we do 2 legs, 2 arms? Really feel like they're pulling them out of you. So breathe in, lengthen your arms, your fingers away from your toes. Really get sensitive in your fingertips, in your toes, in your ankles, knees, elbows, and then slide the shoulders down. Feel the core. Push the world away with your forehead for 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop down. Well done. Nice. Push your hands into the floor. Roll back to a cat position, especially if the lumbar spine is a bit sore, and into your child's pose. Walk your hands forward. Relax the head down. Hold it there. Couple of breaths. Breathe in. Breathe it out. 1 more breath. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. I'm going to ask you to come again on your stomach, but this time with your hands right under your forehead. We're going to work our legs, do 8 circles, and then both legs and you're done, okay? So, back onto the floor, forehead against your hands. Still trying to keep your legs parallel, right? The ceiling is still, you're lifting the ceiling up with the sole of your foot. Lift the right leg up only. Keep the weight balanced between both sides of your hips. And let's go. 8 little circles. So 8, 7, 6, 5. Stretch that knee though. 2, and 1. Other way. Can we go the other way? Same leg though. Breathe in and out. 1. Change the direction. 2. And keep it parallel. 3. Notice if you're rocking. 4. And 4 more, and 3 more, and 2 more. Make sure it's not the knee, it's the whole leg in the hip socket. Nice. Drop that leg down, other leg up. I say lift it, but it's lengthen it like you did in the previous movement. And then circle for 8, 7, 6, 5. Try not to rock. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Other way. Breathe in, breathe out. 1. Breathe in, breathe out. 2. Breathe in, breathe out. 3. And 4. 4 more. With the left leg still. 3. And 2. Notice if you're rocking. And 1. Nice. Relax that leg. Shake your hips a little bit. We're going to do both legs now. Up. And circle in. 8. And then out. Yes? Forehead against the floor all the time. Let's go. Breathe in and lift. Forehead against the floor and circle. And 1. And 2. And 3, and 4, 4 more, and 4, and 3, and 2. Keep it parallel with the legs. Other way, and 1. Change the direction. 2, and 3, and 4, 4 more, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lovely. Drop it down. Shake your hips and relax them a little bit. 1 more time, rock into your cat position. Really try and find your cat. And then sit back. This time you want to walk your hands to the right side of your mat. Child's pose to the right. Relax the head. Breathe deep there. And then let's go to the left, same thing, yeah? So you're walking to the other side of your mat. Relax the head, deep breath. Coming back through the center, rolling up on your breath out. Any comfortable sitting position. We're just going to finish curling the spine but sitting and saying bye with a deep breath. So you're going to breathe in and stretch the arms up. So you can interlace the fingers. I'll go sideways so you see what the spine is doing. It's like a cat-cow. So you're going to breathe in, try and take the arms behind you a little bit and arch your spine. Palms up. And then as you breathe out, you're pushing your palms forward and you're really doming the upper spine, pushing your pubic bone towards your chin.